95% of diets fail, and most people regain any weight they've lost within 1 to 5 years. So many people blame a lack of willpower or motivation for falling off the wagon. But here's the truth. Consistently eating a healthy diet is not about willpower. It's about choosing the right habits, whether you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, or just feel better. If you're tired of trying to overhaul your diet only to end up right back where you started, this video will show you simple, sustainable, healthy eating habits that actually stick. No guilt and no burnout. In case you're new here, I'm Dr. Kelly Cosgrove, and I help overwhelmed people build consistent, healthy routines by combining science-backed strategies with home organization. In this video, you'll learn which eating habits actually make the biggest difference so you can stop guessing and start making progress. How to choose habits that work for you, even if you've struggled with consistency or motivation in the past, and simple ways to put these habits into action without feeling like you're on a diet or trying to change your entire life overnight. So let's get into it. We've all picked up a bunch of clutter when it comes to eating habits. Rules we inherited from childhood, trends we saw online, things we were told we should do, but they don't all fit and they definitely don't all serve us. This video is all about clearing that clutter so you can focus on simple, sustainable habits that truly support your health and your goals. Let's start out by talking about mindset. We want to focus on building first, not restricting. If you've ever started a diet by cutting out sugar, carbs, or entire food groups, you're not alone. That's how most of us were taught to think about healthy eating. Take away the bad stuff. But that's actually the least effective way to build lasting habits. When you start by restricting, your brain feels threatened. It kicks into scarcity mode and it starts obsessing over what it can't have. That makes it way harder to stay consistent and way more likely that you'll swing in the opposite direction later on. Instead, start by adding things in. Foods and habits that nourish you and help your body feel good. That could mean drinking a glass of water when you wake up first thing in the morning, adding a serving of veggies to lunch, going for a walk around the block before settling in to watch your favorite show. This simple shift does something powerful. It moves you out of restriction and into support. Instead of punishing your body into being healthy, you're caring for it. That difference in mindset makes healthy eating something you want to do, not something you have to do. It creates an atmosphere of abundance. And here's the secret. Once you start adding in more good stuff, the less helpful stuff naturally gets pushed out. It's a gentler, more sustainable path forward. Next, it's important to tune into your body's signals. So many of us eat on autopilot. We eat because it feels like it's time to eat, because we're bored, because it's there. But when you slow down and reconnect with your body's signals, everything changes. One of the most important skills you can build is learning to tell the difference between true physical hunger and emotional or habitual eating. Here are a few practical ways to do that. First, eat more slowly. This sounds so basic, but it's huge. Most of us eat fast, especially when we're multitasking. Slowing down gives your body time to register fullness and helps you enjoy the food more. Try putting your fork down between bites or chewing each bite a few more times than usual. It takes practice, but it makes a big difference. Another thing you might want to do is pause before seconds. Instead of immediately going back for more, give yourself a minute or two. Check in. Are you still hungry, or are you just chasing that first bite satisfaction? You'll also want to avoid multitasking while eating. This one is tough, especially if you're used to eating in front of a screen. But if you can have even one screen-free meal a day, it'll help you start to recognize your body's cues again. When you're focused on your food, what it tastes like, how full you feel, it's much easier to stop when you're satisfied instead of stuffed. Another tip, if you're not sure if you're really hungry, try drinking water first. Thirst can disguise itself as hunger, so the next time you're reaching for a snack and thinking, "Am I really hungry?" Try a glass of water first, then see how you feel. These strategies aren't about rules or restrictions, they're about building trust with your body again, so you can eat in a way that feels natural, not forced. Okay, let's talk about action. If you're thinking, this all sounds great, but where do I start? This is where we get into it. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need one small shift you can stick with. Here are a few of my favorite simple, high-impact eating habits to try. Start each meal with a fruit or veggie. This is one of the easiest ways to get more nutrients into your day, and it works whether you're making a full dinner or just grabbing a snack. Starting your meal or snack with something nourishing helps anchor the rest of your choices. Another habit to try? Use a smaller plate or bowl. This one is backed by research. When you serve food on a smaller dish, you naturally eat less without feeling deprived. It's a simple visual trick that really works. Another thing I always recommend is to keep healthy snacks visible and treats tucked away. If the first thing you see when you open the fridge is a bowl of chopped up fruit, you're more likely to eat it. But if the cookies are front and center on the counter, that's what you'll reach for. Make the easy choice a healthy one. Another great goal: drink more water throughout the day. Set a reminder if you need to, or keep a water bottle nearby at all times. Hydration supports your energy, your digestion, and even your ability to recognize hunger signals. Also, make sure you're chewing thoroughly and eating slowly. Yes, I'm repeating this because it's that important. Slowing down helps you enjoy your food more and eat the amount your body actually needs. You don't have to implement all of these tips at once. In fact, I recommend that you don't. Pick one that feels doable and start there. You can always layer in more later. The best way to make progress is to pick just one of these habits and try it out this week. I recommend picking one that you can do in the morning because it will set a good tone for the day and you will be a lot less likely to not follow through because of other stuff that will inevitably pop up during the day. If you want help making your goal habit stick, especially if mornings tend to throw you off, I've got another video that walks you through how to design your space to make a good morning routine easier. It's called Morning Routines That Stick: Designing Your Space for Daily Success, and it's full of practical tips to help your mornings support your goals. I'll link it right here on the screen and in the description below.